There's good habits, and then there's forgetting your insurance renewal date. Just let me check. There's good habits, and then there's forgetting your insurance renewal date. Just let me check.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in to the exclusive energy chicken. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Otherwise known as the Karmic exclusive energy chicken, as in check-in. Otherwise known as the Karmic exclusive energy chicken, as in check-in. That's my version of an uncle joke, because I'm not a daddy. Exclusive energy chicken, as in check-in. Hope y'all had a good Wednesday today. We're nearing the end of the month. There's supposed to be a full moon in Aries coming up. Welcome in, Ashley. Welcome in, Dorothy. Welcome in, Emma. It's telling me apparently nobody's watching, so thank you, YouTube. You're doing a great job. Apparently there's only one waiting. Come on, YouTube, catch up. Okay, there we go. We got 6 likes. So there must be more than that watching right now. Oh, there's 8 watching. Okay. Good job, YouTube. I knew you had it in you. My goodness. I'll wait for everybody to jump in. That way I don't have to repeat myself. All right. Is the sound still good? I got the sound turned down right now. Sweet. I find it rather amusing that spirits led me here to do these readings. And here I'm thinking I'm going to come on here and do inspirational messages and to help people align to their highest timeline. And then I got a bunch of karmics that are totally obsessed. And they pretty well watch absolutely every single one of my videos. They dislike them on purpose. And then on top of that, it's the situation where, you know, I'm brought into a lot of different people's lives. And they treat me like absolute shit, thinking that they can get over on me and they can pull the wool over my eyes. They think that they can deceive me. And they think that they're going to get away with it, not realizing that I am the test of their character. I'm the test of their integrity. And I'm finally coming to terms with this. Because all these years of being taken advantage of, stepped on, swindled, lied to, abused, and then I leave their life, and then all of a sudden, a whole bunch of karma steps in and screws with their head and fucks up their life, and then somehow they think that I'm doing black magic on their ass. When that's not the truth at all. I don't have to do black magic. I don't have to do magic at all. They do it to themselves. They dig the hole for me, and then they fall in it. Like an idiot that they are. Okay? And they receive the karma that is definitely destined for them for coming for me and taking advantage of me and abusing and using me. And they think they're going to get away with it. But they get the karma, and they're thinking that it's me retaliating against their bullshit that they chose to do. So they're throwing me hate, they're throwing me evil eye. They're the ones doing the black magic to rid me off the planet. They're the ones throwing chaos into my life. Double time. And thinking that they're retaliating against absolutely nothing. They're actually retaliating against the divine. I'm coming to learn that in the last 10 years. It was shown to me a long time ago, but I really didn't give it any valid ground to stand on. But the last little while, the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, has been surreal. To think that these karmics are going around defaming my character, and telling a whole bunch of people that apparently I do black magic, and all this other shit, which is not at all, there's no truth to it. I don't have to light a candle. I don't have to throw evil eye. I don't even have to say anything. And they're dealt with. So if you're a karmic, and you're obsessed with watching my channel, and you've been going through it, and you think it's me, take a step back and have a seat, and maybe think about the fact that you're doing it to yourself. The hole that you've been digging for me to fall in is the hole that you're falling into. It's the rut that you can't get out of. And then you choose to throw ill will and evil eye and dark magic at me to retaliate against what you're doing to yourself. It's asinine. It's absolutely absurd. For the amount of people that come against me and choose to abuse me, even behind my back, talking shit. If I had something to say to you, I'd tell it to your face. I'd give you a DM if I had something shit to say. If I have something to say, I would say it to you. Okay? I'm not going to hold back. That's just part of my nature. If I've got something to say, I'm going to say it to you. And if you find that all I've given you is silence, it's because there's nothing to say. So all you obsessed karmics thinking that I'm throwing darkness to you, it's not the case at all. And quite frankly, I would rather you take the time out to heal and rise to the best version of yourself. Because you're clearly holding on to grudges that don't even concern me. Right? But you choose to let that bitterness take you over and think otherwise. Ashley, am I serious? Why do you think I've been struggling so much? Why do you think I've come here to ask for help? I can't even have a job. They won't allow me to even have a job. And if they do allow me to have a job, it's a job where they have more control over me and where they've been hazing me. I was hazed for almost 4.5 years at one job. It literally just about put me in a nervous breakdown. And then I ended up pulling out my hip, and I think that was divine working in my favor. And they pulled me out of there. They couldn't handle it anymore. It showed my resilience. It showed the fact that I keep bouncing back. It's showing that I did everything and anything I could to step up and be the best version of myself, to be the best employee I could be. And they, in turn, tried to make me out to be an absolute fucking joke. All for their own entertainment. And I know all that was related back to my family that literally stole my inheritance and kept it for themselves because they're all a bunch of selfish assholes. Thinking that I had to work and gruel and struggle in order to get somewhere in my life. Otherwise, I wouldn't have appreciated it. Meanwhile, as much as some people think that I always got what I wanted, that wasn't the case either. Nine times out of 10, all it was a bunch of hand-me-downs. Although I'm appreciative of everything that I get, like considering this dragon, I got it for my birthday over 10 years ago. Almost 20 years ago. I've had this drum for just over 20 years. I take care of the things that I've been given. So now, spirits guided me to make this channel, to come on here. And little did I know that I was coming on here to tap into energy and call these motherfuckers out. That wasn't my goal. Okay? I tap into the ethers. I tap into those that are watching my live. Okay? So, to some degree, I'm quite thankful for the Karmics to watch me because they've given me some pretty good storylines to read about. It's almost a borderline Jerry Springer show. May he rest in peace. And I go to the cop shop to go and report all this shit, and all they tell me to do is move out of the province that I'm in. Why not go move to another province? Go move somewhere else. As if I should leave where I feel comfortable. I should leave and go somewhere else in the world. That I shouldn't be able to stay where I am. All because they didn't want to fill out the fucking paperwork. So to go and actually make an actual half-decent report is pointless. Because all this taxes that we pay day in and day out, it goes to absolute bullshit. People wonder why there's so much chaos in the world right now. It's because everything is turning out to be an utter joke. It's almost like they're inciting the chaos to be ensued upon the populace. So I find it very surreal how it's all panning out. Because it's to the point now where I can't even go out and get a job. Within weeks, within a couple months, I'm let go. And because of the issues of, you know, struggling with work, I've had no other choice but to become meticulous with work. Right? When I go into a job that I don't know much about, I get trained by a bunch of fucking clowns. So that way I look bad. Right? I get made out to be somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. When that's further from the case. I like to do a good job. I like to perfect my job because, you know what? With all these judgments and these opinions of people that people have of me, I have no choice but to raise the bar. And when I raise the bar, I make people look bad. So I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I find it rather odd how it's all worked out to this point. And all I've ever done is try to make whatever I'm doing better than it was before. That's all I've ever done. But apparently, doesn't matter what I do, whether I do a really, really good job and I focus on quality, or do a half-assed job and have to fix it over and over again. It doesn't matter what I do, so I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. And I've come to the channel here to work with one of the last gifts I know I have available to me, and I still got people telling me I need to go get a job. Go get a fucking job. Go get a real job. Reading cards isn't for men. What are you doing? That's a woman's thing. As if their opinion mattered. The ridicule, the judgment, the bullshit that I've had to deal with in the 40 fucking years of my life. And the whole thing is it's all made to make me overreact. It's all made for me to act out of character. It's all made for me to snap the fuck out. So that way I'm the one looking like the idiot. "40 years already, Nicholas." 40 years. of nothing but judgment and ridicule about absolutely anything and everything I've ever strived for. I've got certification in building construction. I can build you a house. I can build you furniture. I can cook you a meal. I can make a house a home. But apparently, I'm not allowed to have all that good stuff. I'm not allowed to have a place to live. I'm not allowed to have a place to work. I'm not allowed to have anything. Because anytime people find out about where and what and how and whatever, they destroy it. They sabotage it. I've had some pretty amazing jobs in my life. I've been a roadie. I've traveled with, a bunch of different situations where, I wasn't necessarily traveling with the band per se, but I was traveling around the province that I'm in and helping out, doing the load out and load in for different concerts. Um, I worked for the Easter Bunny. I worked construction. I've worked industrial cleaning. I've worked in kitchens. And, like, I have a very wide range of experience. I'm tired. I'm tired of being tired. But I keep going. And I keep bouncing back. And I keep reminding myself to be resilient and to raise the bar. And it got to the point where, I was focusing on quality because I feel quality is the most important. And my grams always said, always leave a place better than you found it. Always make it look better than what you had it in the first place. Always take the time to do things right. Don't do things half-assed because then you're having to look like an idiot and you're having to either fix it or replace it or start over. So I try to do that and then I make people look bad. I'm not here to make people look bad. And quite frankly, I don't want to be here talking about karmic bullshit. That's the last thing I want to be doing here on my channel. But I've made this specific reading and this specific segment of the reading to talk about the karmic energy specifically, so that way I give an avenue and I give a street for it to live on. Where when I have some karmic energy that I want to speak on, I bring it into motion and I have that karmic chicken come up as my thumbnail. And I talk about that karmic energy. I don't know what the message is going to be tonight. The whole thing is that I'm doing the best that I can with what I have available to me, and apparently people can't even match that. And they're offended by the fact that they can't match that. The fact that they can't outshine me. That's not my problem. But apparently they're trying to make it my problem. And even after they've received karma for coming for me and creating havoc and chaos in my life, now they're receiving their chaos and karma, but now they're retaliating because they're receiving the chaos and karma. So it just compounds onto itself. I've had many threats on my life, and I'm to the point where I'm moving every 3 to 6 months in order to protect myself. And it doesn't seem to matter where I go, what I do, how I get there. They always seem to figure out where I am. They always figure out what I'm doing. And they always seem to figure out how to fucking get to me. Until this channel. And even this channel, they've tried to shadow ban me. They've tried to, get me kicked out. They've tried to kick me off. They've tried to shadow ban me to the point where I don't even hardly get any views. And I have a feeling there's somebody in behind YouTube in the back end of things, playing and pulling strings and playing their cards and keeping me to where my revenue has dropped over 50%, to the point now where I'm scrambling to try to pay my bills. I'm scrambling to eat. I'm scrambling to even pay rent, for that matter. Where it's literally forcing me to have no other choice but to be dependent on other people. And then they turn around and they throw out all this bullshit tripe, saying that I'm a user, saying that I'm an abuser, saying that um, I have a bad temper, and saying that I have a bad attitude and that I don't listen and all this other shit. Of course I'm not going to listen to the manipulators and the handlers and the people that think that they can abuse me and pull the wool over my eyes. Of course I'm not going to listen to these fuckheads. Of course I'm going to stick up for myself. Of course I'm going to stand for truth. Of course I'm going to stand for justice. Of course I'm not going to allow them to manipulate me. And all the while, they're trying to create a monster out of me, not realizing that they're literally turning me into a fucking beast of a warrior. And had they just left me the fuck alone, things might have been different. They might not have gotten the karma that they're receiving. They might not have had to face judgment that they're receiving. And they've created such a struggle for me to the point where I need to get my teeth fixed. And I've been fighting and I've been working, trying to find a way to get some sort of stability in order to get my teeth fixed. Because, yeah, you know what? Back in the day, I did give up on myself because I was struggling, because I was having to constantly deal with this bullshit day in and day out. Wouldn't you give up? And now they're hoping that the situation with my teeth, they hope that that takes me out too. That way they can keep their hands clean. And that way they can get what they want. And the whole reason why I'm telling you this is because if I've gone through all this shit and I still come out on top, time after time after time after time after time, what makes you think that you can't do it too? What makes you think that you can't rise up and be the best version of yourself in spite of it all? I had to dig deep into my soul to bring out this type of strength. I've had no choice but to surrender to the divine. And after having a near-death experience in my car, from living in my car 2.5, 3 years ago, it's all a blur at this point. It's been an absolute miracle ever since. So let it be known now that anybody's sitting there cursing me, may you be cursed by your own curse. May it return right to you, and may it be bound to you. May you get what you fucking deserve. To the fullest extent, times 10. By divine vengeance, I surrender it to the divine. Because the divine knows your true intention. And to the ones that choose to sit and pray and bless me with strength and love, to the ones I inspire, I wish you healing. I wish you strength. I wish you abundance beyond measure of your worth, times 10. and know that I stand with you in your journey, in your struggle. I'm not here to hate on anyone. I don't have hate in my heart. I never did and I never will. But they want me to. I refuse. To the ones that ripped my heart out, I don't even hate them. I wish them healing. I wish them to rise up into a better version of themselves so that doesn't happen to anyone else. Welcome in Angel, Nicholas, Georgina, DW, and anyone else that I missed. I'm doing the best that I can. So when I'm asking you for donations, when I'm asking you for help, when I'm asking you to order a reading, when I'm asking you to, become a member here on YouTube, that's putting food in my mouth. Do I want your money for free? No, I don't. I come on here day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. Yeah, I take a couple days off here and there because I need rest. I need time to alchemize and transmute this bullshit that I'm constantly being pelted with. So if you would like to do me a solid and donate to my channel, you can do so through PayPal as a donation. You can do so through a super chat, super thanks, super sticker. You can do it as a tip on Hipsy. You can order a reading from me over at Hipsy. You can become a member here on YouTube. I have many different monetary allotments, so that way those that can't really afford the 1 through 4 level, you can still become part of the chat for $4.99. You can get in on the workshops with the flight membership. Or you can get a level 1 through 4 and actually get a reading per month. All you have to do is reach out to my DMs or wait for a member's live to get that reading. 9 times out of 10, the members' live readings, I will have a space where I do a collective reading for the members, and then I will open up the table 9 times out of 10 on the members' lives and open it up so that way you guys can get your own reading. And then you can go back and refer back to it through the members' side. I'm doing the best I can to offer a service to you. And I do my best to be at the best version of myself when I come in here to do that. I don't want to come in here all bent out of shape. I don't want to be coming in here hurting. But the karmics are literally making it virtually impossible. I'm constantly having to transmute. I'm constantly having to alchemize it. I'm constantly having to banish it, return to sender on a weekly basis. And it's to the point now or I'm having to do it almost daily. All because I'm speaking my mind. All because I'm speaking on this shit to help you guys raise to your highest version of yourself. To remove the veil, to remove the rose-colored glasses and let you see the truth of what actually happens. They throw rocks and hide their hands, trying to absolutely destroy my life, all because I cut them out, all because I put boundaries, all because I choose to walk away. I'm not one to throw hands. I'm not one to wreak havoc in people's lives. It's karma coming back to bite them. And they're thinking that it's me. I don't have fucking time to be sitting here doing black magic on people. I don't got the time, or the energy, nor the care to do so. To the ones that are not loyal, to the ones that are fucking imbeciles. I don't have time for you. Yet you're totally obsessed and you take every fucking waking moment to try to sabotage my life, to find out what I'm doing, to find out where I'm going. Just so they can throw a fucking wrench into my motor. Dorothy, did this just happen recently? Yes, it is, Mario. But belief gives it power. I'm glad you're here, Nicholas. Belief gives it power, but you can believe that it doesn't touch you. You can call on your angels, you can call on your guides and protectors to protect you. You can call on your ancestors to do the work that you need to do, as long as it's within truth and with justice. Your ancestors won't do fuck shit to people. They got better things to do. They'd rather rest. The Karmics, they need a fucking straitjacket in the rubber room, as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to get into a collective karmic read tonight. I don't know what the message is going to be, but we're going to figure it out. Stomping tables, flipping tables, and stomping fables. Whoever this message is resonating with, you're a starseed, and you're dealing with karmic masculine, karmic feminine. You've got divine intervention working in your favor, collective. Hidden in plain sight, still bright as ever, keep shining. You have every right to be picky, collective. You have every right to be discerning as to who you're allowing in your energy. Throwing rocks and hiding their hands. So just know, when you support me, you're supporting my miracle. You're supporting me to continue doing what I'm doing here. And yeah, you know what? I need a little extra help. I don't want you to put yourself out by doing that, by helping me. I want you to live within your means. But all I'm asking, if you have a little extra to give, I do this particularly for free. Yes, I get a monthly revenue, but I'm pretty well doing this for free. I'm not really doing this expecting anything. Okay? I'm not doing this expecting anything out of it other than to bring enlightenment to your situation. So that way you're not thinking that you're fucking crazy, thinking that you're losing your mind, being gaslit by the dumbass karmics and fucking delinquents in your life. I have 100% pure intentions with what I'm doing here. And do you honestly think I want to be sitting here talking about the karmic bullshit? No, I don't. I would rather come in here and give uplifting messages to, to help inspire you to step into your highest version of yourself. To maybe trigger some sort of healing experience for yourself, so that way you can rise above your challenges. Rise above whatever you're dealing with. That's the goal. If I had all the money in the world, I'd still come on here and I'd still do this for free. And in fact, if I had more money, I'd be doing something to support my tribe. I would be doing something to support you. I'd be open to doing giveaways. I'd be open to doing contests and different things like that, so that way, you guys can get some more out of it for what you've supported. I'd love to be able to give back. But at this point, my messages are the only thing I can give at this time. I could be talking to a high priest or high priestess. You're divinely guided, guarded, and protected, but somebody's testing that. They're playing stupid games and they're about to win stupid prizes. You could be very well coming out of a hermit mode. Somebody wants you to put your guard down and stop being so picky. I could be speaking to an Aries. Could be speaking to an Aquarius. Could be speaking to a chosen one. I could be speaking to a Gemini. Finally, not so fucking toxic Gemini. I'm happy about that. Somebody getting over a toxic mother. I could be talking about a toxic Taurus. Passed on karmic thought by ending it would remove accountability. They're purgatory bound. There's a Virgo out here that I'm speaking about. Somebody that's being made out to be a covert psychopathic narcissist, and they're not. A donut eater, somebody no longer sugarcoating things, they're speaking truth. There's a caring Karen out here, making themselves look like they're caring, but they're really not caring. They don't give a two shits about you. The fact that you made it to this point says something. So what if there is something deeper to all of this? And maybe that's why you matter. If nothing else, you've lived and survived. So keep going. Keep shining. Somebody doesn't want you to think that way. Somebody doesn't want you to survive. Somebody doesn't want you to keep going. Somebody wants you to shut the fuck up. Somebody doesn't want you living your best life. Because it makes them look bad. Because all the lies and bullshit they're framing you with, it's not adding up. And it's making them look like an idiot. Some of these people that are trying to frame you and make you look like an idiot, they're looking like an idiot now. Because you're standing on business, collective. Here they think they're getting their upper hand. By coming for you. Little do they know, they're digging a fucking hole for themselves. Some of them, they've been put in their place. Peanut gallery, gossip king or queen. They're no longer talking shit. They're being put in their place because people are sticking up for you now. They're getting to see the full picture. And they don't like how you're being treated. They think you deserve better. For good reason. If the karmic masculine, karmic feminine had something to say, what would it be? I cannot give you what you want or deserve. I'm sorry. The caring Karen, if they had something to say, what would it be? I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. I'm keeping secrets from you, and I hope you don't find out. What about the donut eater reversed? This connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. The covert psychopath narcissist. I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is awake. What about the Virgo? I can't be vulnerable with you. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside me. You have become too difficult for me to handle. That's a big turnoff. What about the passed on karmic if they had something to say? What would it be? Oh, I guess nothing. They're speechless. What about somebody that's that have rid their toxic mother? The chosen one. I'm not sure I can meet your expectations. The pressure's too much for me. The Aries. I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. The Picky Peter. I need to free myself from fear and doubts. I'm a caged bird. Whoever's flipping tables and stomping fables. I'm seeing someone, but I'm not ready for you to know about them yet. What about the Aquarius? I feel unbalanced and easy. I don't know what to do to fix it. What about the Gemini? It's difficult for me to process my emotions. I'm not available right now. How about the Toxic Taurus? I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. The one that doesn't want you to survive. The one that wants you to just quit and give up. It's too late. I moved on and do not wish to reconnect. Well, fucking thank you. Fuck right off. Let's check out what the Citadel has to say. Karmic masculine, karmic feminine. They don't see their fullest potential. And they're in a great hesitation. What about the caring Karen? They're in a wanderlust with no new influences. The donut eater. Loyalty, chains, and promises. So whoever's no longer sugarcoating something, they want to be loyal. But their loyalty represents some sort of chains and promises. And it's kind of given me the promises they can't seem to keep. Covert psychopathic narcissist. Ambition, diligence, and setbacks. So yeah, the one that's been being made out to be a narcissist is dealing with setbacks. But they have a great ambition to continue moving forward. What about the Virgo? Difficult decisions, lack of direction. Well, yeah, no kidding. What about the Picky Peter? They're hiding their true self. They don't want to hide anymore. They don't want to deal with any particular projections. How about the Aries? They don't want to rebel anymore. They're not trying to rebel. They're not looking to experiment. They're just looking to be. The chosen one. So the chosen one is breaking tradition, and I don't know, it seems like they're moving by the beat of their own drum. They're breaking tradition. To the one that's letting go of their toxic mother. So I don't blame you for wanting apologies. You do deserve a explanation for this toxic mother trying to puppeteer you. Passed on karmic, thought by ending it would remove accountability, purgatory bound. They've lost control, no sense of teamwork, and the walker on the unknown and a journey. So yeah, they've lost control, and now they're in the realm of the unknown. Does not surprise me in the least. How about the one that wants you to give up? Yeah, they're trying to create instability, and they're not willing to accept the cause and effect of what they've done. And they want to create a cloudiness. They don't want you having any clarity whatsoever. And they're making you waste your time. They're not allowing you to plan ahead. They're outright trying to destroy you, is what it seems like. What about the toxic Taurus? They haven't achieved a damn thing, and they're headed for a downfall. Gemini? They're having a hard time expressing themselves and finding inner strength. Clearly. How about the Aquarius? They definitely are attending to the attention to detail, and they're very prideful. They're creating imbalance, and they're trying to keep the destruction out of their life, all at the same time. So it's like they're throwing rocks and hiding their hands. The table flipper. They're taking any opportunities to grow. Alright. So I don't know, collective, you could be one of these sections. You could be one of these. You could be dealing with one of these types of people. Okay. So Spirit's telling me to take right off the top after shuffling. And, how many cards? Alright. So I'm supposed to take 2 cards from the deck for each section. So I'm going to put all these cards out and clarifiers, and then I'm going to read each one. Okay? Going to break it all down and put it into a bit of a more condensed message. I'm just putting the cards where they need to go right now. Oh, narcs do apologize, but it's fake. It's usually a fake apology. It's very surface level. They tend to make it out to not be all that big of a deal. They try to brush it off as if it was nothing. At least in my past experience. They would sooner tell you what you want to hear in order to shut you up than actually have any type of sincerity about it all. And that's where they get you. That's where they trap you in. But there's quite a few that don't take accountability and they don't apologize at all. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. The ones that don't want to take accountability for their actions are the ones that are outright narcissist. The ones that have narcissistic tendencies are the ones that can tend to apologize, and they seem sentimental and they seem sincere. But you'll notice if they apologize and they don't change their act, they don't change their tune, and they continue doing what they're doing, that's what emphasizes the fact that it wasn't sincere to begin with. That's what emphasizes the fact that they don't want to change. They're happy in their pile of shit. They're happy being the victim. They're happy being in that whole situation. And they don't like being called out. You call them out and you make a boundary with them, they don't like it. It's a different story. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. All right. So the karmic masculine, karmic feminine. We're going to start with that one. This karmic masculine, karmic feminine, they're losing strength. Okay, and it's mainly because they celebrated too early for coming for you. They were throwing rocks and hiding their hands. They tried to steal off of you. But they didn't want to see their actual potential. And where they should have hesitated, they didn't. And they cannot give you what you deserve or want. Yeah, they celebrated too soon. This karmic masculine, karmic feminine, they're having a hard time right now. they can't even give themselves what they want, let alone anybody else. I think this person I don't think they recognize your full potential either. And I think this is why they hesitated with you. Because had they seen your full potential and they weren't so sneaky with a third party, they'd probably be able to give to themselves. They'd probably have enough strength. They'd probably be able to provide it to some degree. But they're feeling very disempowered at this time. Maybe because you called them out on your shit, out on their shit. How about the caring Karen? The caring Karen sees your fullest potential, but they would rather you not. They would rather you be stagnant, but you need to stand on business and stick up for yourself regarding this caring Karen. This person does not want new influences coming into your life. They are definitely keeping secrets from you, and I'm really kind of getting handler vibes. They're keeping eyes on you because they're holding secrets and they don't want you to find out. But they're sick and tired of listening to you and your voice because you're calling them out. And you're extremely talented that way, collective. This person used to be lustful to you, but you need to stand on business. You've already got an opinion, but I have a feeling they're trying to gaslight you on this. They're trying to keep you from moving forward. They're trying to stall you out. And they think they're very, very good at what they do. They think they're pulling the wool over your eyes. So somebody that's no longer sugarcoating, you're very loyal to the truth, regardless of the change. You're willing to make promises. There's something about your destiny here that you need to continue moving forward with. But somebody's coming in to try to create an imbalance with you, to keep you juggling, so that way you don't step into this destiny. It's all because you've taken the rose-colored glasses off and you're loyal to the truth. They're trying to chain you by giving you empty promises. Again, the connection bores somebody, and they're apparently needing some more excitement. Because, like, I'm getting that whoever this is that's pulled the wool out and taken the rose-colored glasses off and seen the truth, they don't like the fact that you see the truth in them. They don't like the fact that, you know, you're not willing to be more adventurous. Like throwing caution to the wind is what I'm being told. They would rather you be chained up rather than following your destiny and going on a journey of purpose. They would sooner have you juggling. Covert psychopathic narcissist. Despite the fact that you're being framed for something that you're not, you still have a lot of ambition. You have a lot of diligence, even though you're experiencing setbacks. You need to step into your Empress energy anyway, despite what they think that they're doing. Okay? All the reason why they're framing you for the psychopathic narcissist, all because, they're saying that you don't have any type of emotion towards them. It's because you cut these motherfuckers out. You give no, you literally give no fucks about this person. You have no emotions towards this person anymore. Okay, they betrayed you. And all you did is walk away from them. You might have ghosted them, and because of that, that's why they're calling you a narcissist. Because you don't care anymore. They were only after your money. I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is awake. Yeah, you live rent-free in their head. And they would rather defame you and call you something that you're not than deal with the actual situation at hand. But you live rent-free in their head. You need to step into your Empress energy. Virgo. They don't want to be vulnerable with you. They'd rather hide in the darkness before they let you see inside them. They've had to make some major difficult decisions, and they have a lack of direction. They don't have any pathway forward. And they've been trying to heal, but they don't have any hope to heal. Okay? But they have been taking out time to rest, focusing on some sort of energy of a Ten of Cups, wanting to find some sort of fulfillment in their life. Apparently, you've become too difficult to handle, and it's a big turnoff. Meanwhile, you weren't supposed to be handled. You were supposed to be cherished. But I get a feeling that this Virgo is very difficult to deal with. It's not you, collective. You're dealing with a Virgo. How about the Aries? You're working on a major project. You've been planting seeds, and you are protected by the divine. Everything is in divine timing right now. There's just some alchemy at play right now. Okay, you may have major regrets to keep you from moving on. And maybe it was dealing with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone that was very selfish and stingy. Maybe people are making you out to be selfish and stingy. And here you are, not trying to rebel. You're just trying to live your life. You don't want to be part of some sort of experimentation or anything. But people are playing with your energy. They're playing with who you are. They're playing with... They're testing you. They're testing your patience. And I think the fact that you're dealing with these imbecile and selfish imbeciles, that's what you regret. These people don't want the best. They don't want they don't want the best interest for you. But keep planting these seeds. Keep tending your garden anyway. Stay consistent. You're on the way up, and people don't like that. You're taking a lead. Whoever's sending me that, I rebuke you. I send it back, and I bind it to you. By divine vengeance, I surrender it to the divine. You know who you are. You low-life excuse of a human being. May you get what you deserve, and may you get what's coming to you. I rebuke you, I banish you, I cut cords of any energetic attachment that you might have. Anything that you have of mine, of personal equity, may it be neutralized. May it take on the essence of who touches it. And may it backfire in your face. May you get what you're giving. I rebuke you in the name of the divine, as above, so below, as within, so without, so it is. You do not have any time or power over me. You have no connection to me any further. You are severed. You are banished, never to return. May you die in the darkest, dirtiest pits of fucking hell. Like, I can't even get a fucking reading out. I have to stop the fucking reading and throw out a return to sender because of it. So, no, that was not directed at my tribe. That was not directed at my viewers. Unless the fucking idiot's watching. May whoever's sending that, may you die a sufferable death. Whenever the divine chooses. May you have no fucking mercy given to you. To the chosen one, somebody's having a hard time meeting your expectations. The pressure's too much for them. You may be breaking tradition. You may be, I'm really picking up that you're breaking disorder. You're changing the way people see or look at chosen ones. You could be a king of wands. Somebody wants you all up in your head. Don't believe it. Don't feel scatterbrained. It's witchcraft. It's evil eye. They might want you to go into a dark night of the soul. They might want you to stay there. But you're going to be receiving wish fulfillment. And I have a feeling the reason why they're wanting you all up in your head having a dark night of the soul is because you are receiving wish fulfillment. As a chosen one, you don't need these motherfuckers, whoever you're dealing with. You don't need them in your life, and this is why you've cut them out. For good reason. Keep going, chosen one. You're taking the world by storm, apparently. That's what I'm being told. And that the people that can't meet your expectations, they don't deserve you. Somebody that's ridding their life of a toxic mother that puppeteered them. You don't have to give an explanation to anybody, and you don't have to apologize to this toxic mother for walking away. Okay? You're about to receive victory. Okay? They're trying to keep you from moving forward. They're trying to keep you from being tapped in. I'm really picking up on them trying to take your inheritance. This toxic mother was too fucking petrified to step into it and to lead. Okay? They chose to go to the dark side. Okay? You need to continue moving forward and lead with compassion. And this is probably the compassion they never showed you. Okay? So show compassion to yourself and lead by example. Because it will bring you a lot of success by doing so. I'm also picking up on the fact that this toxic mother can't puppeteer you anymore, and they're losing their shit. I'm also hearing, I hope you don't think you're going to get an apology for all the shit that I've done to you. That's okay. Stay the fuck over there. The passed on karmic thought by ending it would remove accountability, purgatory bound. They lost control of their life. And the people that thought that they were going to do some shit, their teamwork or their teammates or the so-called group that they were working with, they disbanded. And because they lost control on creating injustice in your life, okay, the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Moon in reverse. There's a Queen of Wands here in the reverse. There's a karmic Queen of Wands. They're going to be revealed to you. I'm almost thinking that they maybe were throwing you death magic. Thinking that they were going to take over. Thinking that they were going to, they were teaming up with people. Trying to be the captain of your ship. They wanted to take over your life. They're going to be revealed of the injustice they've created. But I have a feeling they're not much for this world anymore. They're headed to purgatory for what they've done. Because of the injustice. And I have a feeling this is somebody you've cut out. This person's fucking around and finding out the hard way. Collective. Somebody that wants you to let your guard down. They want you to hide your true self. Don't. Okay? Don't let them project onto you. You need to free yourself from any fear or doubt. Do not allow them to cage you. Okay? This is somebody from your past. This could be somebody that was lying on your name, trying to keep you from making any type of decisions, giving you no other choice but to call on the divine to guide you because of the imbalance. This is a person in your past. That's a confirmation. I think somebody's getting in trouble. Somebody that wants you to give up because you're an emperor. They don't want you standing on your throne anymore. They don't want you moving forward with inspiration, allowing your intuition to guide you in this. They want you in the Five of Cups. They want you sad. You're just biding your time and planning ahead. You're allowing the cause and effect and the clarity to reveal itself. And I really do believe that they didn't want you to move on, but you moved on anyway. And you don't wish to connect with these imbeciles. Why? Because you're stepping into your emperor status, and they're trying to get you in the Five of Cups, to the point where you don't move forward. Too fucking bad for them. They need to sit the fuck down and take notes, whoever they are. You've come into the world to change the world. You've been through an extreme amount of pain and suffering, and you're just biding your time for everything to calm down, for everything to get better. And it will. The divine is taking care of everything that you need to, everything that is going on. You don't need to reconnect with the past, because the past never lasts. It's meant to move on from, collective. Continue being inspired and continue moving forward. Be the best version of yourself. This karmic Taurus, all they wanted is your money. They interfered with any particular people that you were collaborating with. And they kept you from having a brand new beginning. All because they wanted a new beginning with you. If I can't have you, no one can, is the feeling I get from this. Why? Because you're a fucking champion. You're achieving great things, whoever you are, and you're having to deal with this karmic Taurus piece of shit. And they didn't give a fuck whether or not you were going to reject them or not, but they didn't want to tell you anything. They kept it from you. They kept their true motives, because all they wanted to do is use you. All they wanted to do is live off of your legacy. But now their whole legacy is falling apart. So because their legacy is falling apart, now all of a sudden they want to come and ruin your life. All because you're winning. They can eat shit, as far as I'm concerned. Somebody wants to reconcile with you because they don't want to receive a tower. They're coming in to emotionally manipulate you. This is a Gemini. It's difficult to me to process my emotions. I'm not available right now. They're not good with self-expression, and they don't have any strength whatsoever. They're an empty vessel. And the only emotions they do have are the emotions they manipulate with. So this could very well be a Gemini Cancer cusp. Or very, very close to. And they think by coming in and reconciling with you that it'll take them out of this tower moment that they're in. Too fucking bad for you. Live with it. Maybe you should have treated us better. They're dancing around the truth. Aquarius, you need to be patient. You're facing some sort of injustice. You could be an Aquarius Capricorn cusp, or you're very, very selfish, and it's creating you a lot of injustice because of that. You could be dealing with the Capricorn Aquarius cusp, and you just need to be patient because the attention to detail, they've left a array of breadcrumbs. They've created a lot of imbalance, and they've created a huge destruction now that they regret. And this is why they feel unbalanced and uneasy, because they don't know what to do to fix it. Meanwhile, they made their fucking bed, they can fucking lie in it. They want to be a selfish cunt. That's their problem. Not yours, collective. Yeah, collective, I said it. Flipping tables, stomping fables. Somebody lying on you, whoever you are. Somebody's trying to take away your new beginning. Somebody's trying to steal money from you. You're flipping tables on this idiot. This could be somebody that you were in a relationship with. And, yeah, it wasn't greener on the other side, I'll tell you. They're an opportunist. They're just trying to grow their life. But it's like they're coming in. Oh, okay. So somebody's seeing somebody, but they're coming in, they're lying to you, playing on a victim mentality, and they want a relationship with you in order to siphon off of you. But I get this feeling that you're gonna flip the tables on this person because you're gonna rip off their mask. You're going to find something about what they're saying, and you're gonna realize they're lying to you, and it's all about money. And this is what you're flipping the tables on. The fact that they're wanting to steal money from you, or they stole money from you. I'm also picking up they used a relationship to distract you in order to do this. Because they're an opportunist. People really be trying it out here. Thinking that they're going to get the upper hand, collective. It's all a bunch of fucking bullshit, if you ask me. And people wonder why I want to stay single. People wonder why I don't want to deal with bullshit. That was spiritual warfare. I don't think that was a stroke, Ashley. It made it seem like it's kind of sounding like glamour magic. Because you're not going to get over a stroke like that quickly. It's a lot of glamour magic and spiritual warfare. So yeah, you were probably being attacked. And by you calling in your spirit guides and you calling in for protection, usually it's gone in almost an instant because of that. So that doesn't surprise me in the least. Like all day I haven't had one bit of tooth pain, but as soon as I go live, all of a sudden I have tooth pain. And that's why I rebuked that earlier. And they're still trying. Thinking they're getting away with it. But I think they're getting pelted back now. There's still more to it tonight, Collective. Give me a minute. Alright, for the rest of this, I'm going to say pick a number between 1 and 5. Don't put it in the chat. I don't want to see it in the chat. They did that to incite fear so that way they could attach to you. You need to do a cord cutting. Alright, collective, number 1. If you pick number 1, actually, I'm going to give you guys another chance to pick a number 1 through 5. Do not put it in the chat. I don't want to see it in the chat. Okay? For number 1, a card indicating future good fortune, a successful outcome of all desired aims. You will achieve victory over conflicts and emotional problems, stability and success for the future. Your current vibe, you're releasing emotions, worry, and fear. It's no longer a thing. Somebody doesn't want you participating. However, do not confuse intention with entitlement. The entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich, and so are you. Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Choose wisely. Decisions shape your path. Admit challenges. Stay open to learning as answers reveal your destined journey. You have to release the anger that you have within yourself in order to move forward. Okay? That is your key. You have a lot of anger all built up because of the bullshit you've had to deal with. And you will be receiving some sort of victory over conflicts and emotional problems, but you need to release the anger. You know the truth. You're not confused. You're abused. Okay? Get out of your head and into your heart and know that the best is yet to come. Okay? You've been through a lot. There's been a lot of confusion, and you've had no other choice but to go into a dark night of the soul, quite possibly. You might be just coming out of one, but you're moving into a more empowered energy. You're moving into a more empowered future. Okay? So step into it. And the Six of Cups. Again, move forward. Let go of the past. It is literally your best avenue. Okay? Alchemize that shit. Transmute that shit. Return it to sender. Do what you need to do to release it. And get on with it. Okay? You have a bright future ahead of you. Despite all the fucking confusion and chaos, you got this. Move forward. You have the right... You got the right type of magic to do that. But you need to think of that for yourself. You need to believe in yourself. And continue to move forward. Okay? Number 2. You may throw away a new opportunity by misjudging the person who offers it to you. Do not judge a book by its cover or a person by their outside appearance. Your current vibe? You're looking for harmony. You're looking for balance. You're looking for peace. You're looking for happiness. Okay? This is the vibe of your situation. Okay? So don't judge a book by its cover, because you might miss out on a new opportunity. Authenticity attracts, so stay in your authenticity of who you are. Being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. When you stay true to your when you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path. Okay? This is all about personal choice. So close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? And what strengths are they known for? And what wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities in yourself. Roots of stability. Ground yourself in what nurtures your being. Establish a stable base from which love and career can bloom. Oh, sorry, number one. There's one in particular card that I'm going to look into, and it's War and Peace. You need to alchemize what you've been dealing with. Okay, you had the Ace of Swords. You got this new beginning. You need to let go of anger. It's about finding balance with War and Peace. Okay, let me read this passage for you. For number one, there's a clash between your logical mind and a heartfelt yearning at present. Your heart has pulled you in one direction while your mind pulls you in another. This is creating an inner war which is responsible for the stress that you're feeling. The way to overcome your current dilemma is by embracing both your heart and mind. Trust what your heart is saying, yet apply logic and common sense also. Inner peace is only possible by embracing both sides of your nature. Acknowledge any fear that you may have, but do not allow it to stand in your way. Only by doing what feels right in your heart will move you closer to fulfilling your dreams. Yet, you also need to be rational about your decisions, for both heartfelt inspiration and practical logic are necessary in order to achieve a harmonious and successful outcome. Alright? That's for number one. Number two, you got liberation. We'll read that now that I've got the book here. Number two, a person who recently hurt or disappointed you in some way is a simple mirror for that hurt and disappointment you may already held inside you. All the events of your life, regardless of whether you label them good or bad, are simply acts of love. The hurt or disappointment you now feel is an opportunity for you to examine what it is that you don't love about yourself. It's safe for you to open your heart. So love yourself as you are and stop placing unreasonable expectations on yourself. Through self-acceptance comes a newfound sense of freedom which transforms the way that you see life and the world around you. Okay? So the fact that you might be judging a book by its cover is part of your own deal about what you might be having insecurities about within yourself. Okay? Allow hope in. Alright? Freedom. You're feeling trapped at this time, and it's mainly because of what you hold inside, with your insecurities and the pain and the suffering that you're receiving and that you're dealing with right now. Okay? So you may be feeling trapped by that. What are you going to do about it? I'll tell you right now, you have been manipulated. Again, you're not confused, you've been abused. You've been manipulated. Okay? But because of these insecurities, you don't necessarily need to manipulate somebody else. Okay? Because somebody's trying to bring the hope from your eyes, and you need to see them for who they are. Because there is success here. There is triumph. There is victory. But it's up to you to make that choice. All right, number three. You're going through a period of difficulty. Although hardworking and willing, you are making very little gains or advancement, which could cause you anxiety. You will recover something that you thought was lost. Your current vibe, cutting out the toxicity. This is not the time to act, though. Focus on alchemizing this toxicity. Make sure that it's gone. Make sure that it's out. Okay? You are going to recover from this. It's going to take time. Just continue removing the toxicity and alchemizing it. Right now is not the time to play around. Okay? But however, when you finally alchemize this, swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. All right? Right now, you might be having a hard time going with the flow right now. So, kind of go with the moment and let it work it out. You might be feeling carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. Okay? But only if it works well with you, if it feels right. We got illumination. Your creativity is blocked at present because you are not expressing how you truly feel. To unblock your creativity, you need to express your feelings. Creativity is the first and foremost about self-expression. Every piece of art, no matter what the subject or style, is a self-portrait. Express everything that you feel inside you. The good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. Everything is valid, so don't place judgments or restrictions on yourself. Your creativity has no boundaries apart from the boundaries you place on yourself. Creativity is the essence of your life, and self-expression is creativity's voice. Self-expression heals and liberates you. It illuminates your mind and heart, and all you need is to let your feelings come through. Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of great loss right now. Okay? And the thing is that you need to remember to move forward with compassion and touch grass once in a while. Okay? Take the time to go with the ebb and flow. Guard your finances, guard your stability, ground that shit. Continue moving forward with compassion. Okay? And all will prevail. It's about opening up your heart again to the possibilities. Okay? That is my squeaky bed here that I'm squeaking at. Just in case you're wondering. Number 4. The future shows a time of change, but you will manage this easily without worry. Watch carefully for an opportunity to elevate your position through travel or change of occupation. What's your current vibe? You're burning bridges, and somebody doesn't want to burn bridges. Somebody doesn't want these bridges burned. Maybe you're rekindling or trying to resolve or maybe rebuild some bridges. But I think these bridges were burned for a reason. But somebody's trying to rebuild them. I have a feeling you burned them for a reason and now you're being gaslit. So be very careful. Okay? You're cutting out what no longer serves you. Yeah. You've had no other choice but to go deeper. Because right now, currently, you're sticking to like a surface level. Don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance even in the dark times will open your heart to the depths of compassion in everyday moments. Maybe you're holding back compassion. You could be holding back compassion because of the bullshit. You need to continue following forward with grace. You who glide across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. So continue being graceful. Adapt and thrive. Luck follows with change, so stay flexible, embrace shifts, and learn from the journey as answers will reveal themselves. And you have the God card. You may be asking, does God really exist? And if so, where is he when you need him the most? Often it is in our times of greatest need that we feel the most alone. This card is your confirmation that you are never alone. The universe has heard your call and wants you to know that the loving presence of the divine creator always fills and surrounds you. Surrender your fears and concerns. Accept the healing light that is being offered to you in this very moment. Out of fear, we often try to swim against the current. This is a waste of time and energy. Trust, accept, and let go. Though there are bound to be many twists and turns along the way, you'll be pleasantly surprised when the river of life where the river of life eventually takes you. Yeah, you're in the process of getting some major dharma. Okay? The tables are turning for you. Alright? So you just need to wait out this time of challenge because things are getting better. Okay? You need to realize that people are watching you. And some of them are learning by your example. Alright? And the thing is that because people are watching you, they're learning by example. They're learning by how you are bouncing back and rising above these challenges that you're dealing with. Okay? So this isn't necessarily nefarious as to how they're watching you. They're just observing you. Right? They're observing how you bounce back. There could be very well somebody here that's kind of watching in the shadows. It could be a Gemini. I don't really know. I don't think so. It may be a Gemini. It's the Gemini card. But I do feel that this person may be watching you to observe to see whether or not they want to come forward with some sort of love offer or something regarding you. Okay? So take that into consideration. All right? If the shoe fits, wear it. If you're new here, check out the description box. Number 5. This card indicates that a successful negotiation of a difference of opinion will occur. You will achieve harmony after a time of squabbles and disagreements. This will be gained by your strong sense for justice. What's your vibe? Yeah. Okay, so somebody's having a hard time letting you go. They're not allowing you to breathe. They're not allowing you to clear your mind. They're not allowing you to recharge. They're siphoning off of your energy. Okay? Yeah, life source. When life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. You have good luck on your side despite the fact that people are siphoning off of you and not allowing you to let go. You definitely have something good coming to you. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. Open to receive. Invite abundance with open arms. Embrace the blessings waiting to flow into your life. We got intimacy. So there very well could be somebody wanting to come in and be intimate with you. There's definitely source energy, double time. So you're very much a bright. You could be a star seed. I don't know. But you've got the Six of Wands here and the Sun. So you're as bright as the fucking sun right now. You bring joy to many people's lives. Okay? And I think this is the case of you bringing the intimacy to what you're doing, where you're going, how you're going about it. Like, you've got a lot of, like, life source, right? Recharge. The sun is in the background. We got good luck. We got open to receive, right? Divine flow is in the reverse here. But I'm not counting that one. I don't even see that one. But the Six of Wands, this is representing victory, success. The sun, this is representing joy, happiness, the revealing of, right? Let's see what this intimacy card has to say. You may be having an emotion. You may have been emotionally hurt in the past, and as a result, you are now reluctant to share your feelings with others because you fear of being hurt again. It is understandable that you have placed a protective shield around your heart. However, it's now time to drop the armor because at present it is preventing a worthwhile relationship from forming. There is someone who dearly loves you, and the love this person has for you is real. However, he or she is afraid to reveal their true feelings for the fear of rejection. Like you, they also fear being hurt. Trust and share your feelings and experience openly and honestly. You'll be amazed at what unfolds. The most intimate relationships are usually formed through tears and laughter, so don't be afraid to express your feelings, fears, and vulnerabilities. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace the new. Whoever you are, speak the fuck up. Let's go. I know who the fuck you are. But if you're hiding the fact that, that you love me or that you love the collective, speak the fuck up or forever hold your peace. If you're worried about rejection, rejection is your protection, right? If you show up right in the right intention, what the hell do you have to lose? Worst case scenario, they reject you, right? Worst case scenario, you move on to a better and beautiful life. But at least you know your answer. At least you get some closure. Grow some fucking kahunas and talk about it. Come forward. Don't worry about being rejected. If you're going to move forward with good intention. And stop pussyfooting around. Playing these dumbass mind games. Why would you rather sit there and wonder for the rest of your life, worried about rejection, when you can just out with it, rip the fucking band-aid off, out with it, speak your piece, and see what happens. The divine works in absolutely magical, mystic ways. But it takes the people that actually take charge and take action that actually make something of themselves. But that's up to you. That's your choice. You want to sit there and fumble the possible potential? That's your problem. All because you're scared of rejection? Don't let that scare you. Okay? Because if you show up right, you communicate in a right way that's beneficial for the situation. And I'm really picking up the fact that you need to take accountability. That's what you're so scared of. Like, why would you be scared of rejection if, why would you be scared of rejection? There's clearly some sort of accountability that you need to take responsibility for. So step into that already. Stop being a fucking pussy. You want an actual decent relationship? You want an actual love relationship that matters to you? Step the fuck up. Enough of the bullshit. There's so much light in this reading right now. Okay? Considering you have good luck on your side, the fact that, you need to be open to receive the possibilities of a new beautiful abundance. You're going to have success. Joy and happiness is here with the sun. Things are being revealed. Life soars. Like, build up some sort of uh, confidence. Don't allow your insecurities to keep you back, because that's very, very karmic. Okay? If you need to alchemize that karmic bullshit, you're having a hard time letting this person go, then allow the life source to guide you in that. Allow the integrity of your spirit and your heart to illuminate that good intention. And if it is meant to be, the divine will make it so. But you need to show the fuck up. If you don't want to show the fuck up, then get the fuck out of their way. And let them go. And clear your mind and take a breath. Because you holding on to the possibilities, meanwhile you have all this luck and success ahead of you with this whole aspect of it all. You have literally nothing to fear but fear itself. So what are you waiting for? Speak the fuck up. This person's probably bent out at the fact that you've been you ghosted them. And you're not allowing to let them go. So speak up and speak your mind. Communication is dime a dozen. Talk is cheap. Talk is real fucking cheap. But waiting for the rest of your life to progress and be in all the wonder of it all and just stay there wondering whether or not it would have ever worked out, that's asinine. You're falling short on all these beautiful blessings that you have right in front of you. So what the fuck are you waiting for? Just show up right. That's all anyone can ask. You show up with good intention, you show up in the right fucking energy, and nothing will stop you. You have all the luck in the world guiding you through this. The only thing that you need to maybe do is alchemize all these insecurities that you're carrying. Maybe you need to heal the karmic bullshit. Maybe you need to build up your confidence. Healing the karmic bullshit is building your confidence. Step into the best version of yourself and show the fuck up. It's not that difficult. Collective, this is going to be the end of the reading. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. It very well could be a short one, but I didn't have a very good sleep, so I'm going to go and take a nap. Alright? If you want to support the channel, you know how to do that. It's all in the description box. If you're new here, you want a reading, you need help, reach out, order a reading, become a member, do what you gotta do. But I'm not gonna be giving freebies on here. I'm already giving freebies. If it don't resonate with you, then it's probably not your reading. Maybe you need to maybe wait for the next one. I got no spoons to waste my time dealing with people that just want to hear what I have to say and not take it for anything important. Okay? That's what the freebies are for. The freebies are for the people that just want to hear me talk and then just walk away and not take it and apply it. Okay? But the ones that are actually smart, they actually get a personal reading because it's actually more geared to their situation. So that's up to you. I'm here if you need me. You become a member and you can jump into my DMs. So that's available to you too. But you best be being a member first before you jump into my DMs and try to waste my time. Because that's not happening. Okay? Love you all. Tribe, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of my miracle. being part of my checkmate. If you can't be good at it, please be good to yourself. So that way, you can be good to others. And I will catch you in the next video.